Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarvati Devi Gauravani Prachari Namaste Śrī-gaurahari Paschatya-desatari Namaste Sarvati Gauravani Prachari Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrī-madhuman Bhaktivinoda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrī-madhuman Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Haribol. How do you pronounce it? Sampolo? Sampola?
Sampalo.
Sampalo? Easy. Sampalo? Sampalo? Manila? We're not far from Manila here. Huh?
It is part of Manila.
Part of central Manila. on the edge. Well, the offering is going on. Bhoga offering. Bhoga offering going on. Where's my backpack? There's some songbooks in there. We used to have a regular program in Fugosa. Fugosa? Fugosa? Yeah. Who was there? Who used to go to that program? Anybody? A few of you. Fugoso. Fugoso, yeah. On the other side there, Manila. It's nice to see you all here today. Some of you. How many of you are regulars at San Paulo? How many are regulars? Regulars in San Paulo. Hands up. 2 of you.
My body and my spirit soul.
Both. Everything. Body, mind and spirit. So you find those songbooks? Thank you. Do you have songbooks here, Balaram? You have many? A lot. Pass them around. Pass them around. Maybe, yes. First of all, yes, we have many. Then, secondly, when I say pass them around, maybe. Yeah. Come and pass them around. So, let us sing a song. The offering is going on. And this book is on page 57. To share it. Nice to enter into the spirit of devotional service. Page 57. There's some over there. And over there. Over there. 57 in this book. You might find it on your mobiles if you have reception. It's called Bhoga-ārti. Bhoga-ārti. Song of Bhaktivinoda Thakura. What does bhoga mean? What is bhoga? Bhoga. What is bhoga? Hey, what is bhoga? You 2 talkative guys up against the wall there. What is bhoga? Food not offered. So we're having an arati for offering food. Well, the offering is going on. We used to sing it during the offering and during the arati for offering the food stuff. Sometimes we used to leave the food until it's offered fully on the altar during the arati. So anyway, whatever happens, we'll sing this song. And this is a reenactment of offering food in the house of Bhaktivinoda Thakura. So let's see what he's got to say. Translation of this song. Bhaktivinoda Thakura. Do you all know who Bhaktivinoda Thakura is? Don't say he's a devotee living in Hong Kong. He is. But who is he? Bhaktivinoda Thakura. Come on. Bhaktivinoda Thakura is the father of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Anything else? Yeah, he was a magistrate. Do you know that we have the same word here, magistrate, in the court? In the court you have a magistrate, he's a big man, huh? In the court.
Like a judge, Mara.
Like a judge, huh? He's kind of the big man there. All the legal cases. So he was a magistrate in Puri, in Jagannath Puri, holy place. Lord Chaitanya was there. He was a magistrate. He was the father of Bhakti. He was the father of many children, 12 children. Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj was one of them. What else was he? Bhaktivinoda Thakur. What else?
He was the one also who found the Śrīmad-Bhagavatam, because it was lost. The Muslims,
Bhagavatam? Not exactly.
Muslim time.
No, not quite. He found something, but not the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam was already there. What did he find? Famous. Any of you been to Mayapur in India? 1 or 2, 3 or 4, here and there. You went to Mayapur, didn't you? Ladini?
No.
There was someone not putting their hands up. Who went to Mayapur? Hands up. Okay, now we have more hands, 6 or 7. So in Mayapur, what is it famous for? What is Mayapur famous for? The birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. Now hopefully you all know who Lord Chaitanya is at least. Where he appeared in this world. And that place, the exact place, had been lost. Nobody knew exactly where is it. Well, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was the one who discovered the exact spot of the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. What else was he? Pardon? Yes, some people refer to him. It's kind of like a descriptive name. The seventh Goswami. It doesn't particularly describe very much about him. We just said that. That's what I just said. Yeah. So yes, because they discovered places, holy places of pilgrimage in Vrindavan. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur discovered the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, so it's the same vein as the Goswamis. More so in terms of his another thing which he gave to the world. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. There are many things, but 2 very prominent ones, which we haven't mentioned. 3, in fact, 3 prominent. Are you okay with him sitting on your lap? Is your boy, your son? He looks like he's sitting on your lap. He's a big baby. What else is? 3 things prominent. Many things. 3. You've mentioned many. Very good. What else? Pardon? We mentioned that. Pardon? Oh, many songs. That's what we said. He had many sons. He also had many sons. And he wrote many songs. That's a fact. Hundreds of songs about Krishna. They were put in the form of books. One of the main things he did was his contribution in the literary world in the form of books. Many of our books today, practically speaking, are based upon the writings of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Our movement, of course, he was a prominent acharya in our movement. After the time of Lord Chaitanya, there were some great devotees who appeared, but after Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, one great devotee, for 100 or 200 years, the line of Lord Chaitanya had become somewhat perverted, or it had become lost almost. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he renovated, resurrected. The other day we had the resurrection. Well, Bhaktivinoda resurrected Vaishnavism to its proper standard, the standard given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That was about in the late 19th century, 1890s, like that. Early part of the 20th century. He was very prominently preaching the true teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and he re-established them, the proper path of Vaishnavism. Mostly people have gone this way and that, so many deviations were there. That's something he did also, through writing so many books. So many books, famous books, including many songs. What else did he do?
He destroyed Palgo Bhagavan.
Pardon?
He challenged Palgo Bhagavan. The one who claiming he is God.
Oh, okay, yeah. He, as a magistrate and as a great Vaishnava, he didn't tolerate anybody who was a force in their spiritual life, especially people who claimed to be God. There was one person, especially on Vishikashain. He was very famous in Orissa. Hundreds of thousands of people were it's quite common in India. They accept a person who may have a bit of mystic power, they accept him as God. This is a common thing. And they're not God. We're all part and parcel of God. We have a little of His qualities, but that doesn't make us the whole. Just like the tip of the finger doesn't mean the tip of the finger is the whole body. It's a part of it. We're tiny parts. But in this world where people are in ignorance, somebody who has a little bit of mystic power, they may be accepted by those who have none as something very great. Must be God. So this fellow, Vishikashain, he was one such person. Bhaktivinoda Thakur completely uncovered him and put him into his rightful place. In fact, he sentenced him to jail. He was put in prison, mainly because of his blasphemy of the Supreme Lord, but legally because he was also blasphemous of the British government. At that time, India was ruled by the British, so to speak. So from both accounts, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave him due punishment and brought him down to earth, as well as his followers. He very brave. His life was threatened as a result, but he wouldn't budge. He wouldn't tolerate. In English we say he would not tolerate any hodgepodge, humbug. And if you've heard this word, humbug. It's a good word, huh? Humbug. You've heard it in India, humbug. Any nonsense, basically. Wouldn't tolerate. And because he was a magistrate, he could deal with it also. Very powerful. He could deal with the court cases in no time. He had such a sharp intelligence, he could read you like a book. You couldn't hide anything from him. He could see straight through you. Exactly what's going on inside. We may put on a good show outside, but it's what's inside that really counts. Huh? That's what Krishna sees. Sees what's going on inside the heart. Others may not see that, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur, being an eternal associate of God, he's not an ordinary conditioned soul. He's one of the Lord's special associates who come into this world to reveal the truth. What else did he do? Prominently. He wrote many books. And amongst them, let's talk about the books. He was the first one to send. Huh?
He sent some books for the University of Manila.
Yeah, in different parts of the world. He sent books to the Western world. Small ones in English. And even up to now, there's some of them you can still find in universities and libraries around the world. In London, Montreal, different places. He sent these transcendental literatures. The first time that pure teachings of Lord Chaitanya went to the Western world. What else was he doing?
He dreamt of the magnanimous temple.
Pardon?
There was a dream that he saw a magnanimous temple from his balcony.
Yes. That was nothing. It was a vision. It wasn't so much a dream. He visualized, as we mentioned earlier, he discovered the place of Lord Chaitanya's birth, but he also visualized a grand temple appearing there at that place. Yes. He visualized that. And of course, both the Yoga Peak, where Lord Chaitanya's actual birthplace is a grand temple, and now even you could say to support this great forecast or vision of Lord Bhaktivinoda Thakur now in Mayapur, the temple of Vedic planetarium. I don't know if you know that about Balaram. Where are you? Balaram! Balaram, where are you, Balaram? Balaram! You don't have a picture here of the temple of Vedic planetarium? The biggest ISKCON temple, at least, well, the biggest Vaishnav temple, maybe, Gaudiya Vaishnav, not Vaishnav, but Gaudiya Vaishnav temple, coming up in Mayapur, not far from Yogapith. ISKCON temple. Grand place. If ever you go there, you'll see. You can see it. You can have a visual view of it if you go online. So yes, he had that vision. He had other visions too. Other predictions. He made predictions. Okay, there's a good one. He made predictions. What did he predict? Tai knows everything. Let's have somebody else. What else did he? What did he predict? He predicted the weather, right? He was a weather predictor. Better than the modern ones. Probably was. But no, that wasn't very important. What did he predict? Come on. Haribo. You see? Hare Krishna. What did he predict?
Chief Commander comes.
No, what did he predict? Predict. We know what predict means? What does predict mean? You've said it in a very up-to-date way. What he predicted was that the time will come when all over the world, in the various towns and cities of the world, the holy name, the local people will go through the streets of towns and villages and cities of the world chanting the holy name with mridanga and cartels and banners and flags throughout the streets of Manila and all the cities of the world. Even in Sao Paulo, even in Sao Paulo. Everywhere, London, Moscow, New York, Sydney, everywhere, Tokyo, everywhere, chanting and dancing through the streets. The day will come, and they will go to Mayapur from all over the world, and they will embrace their Bengali devotees. We've also accepted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kindly accept us, please. Embrace us, and together they would chant and dance. Jai Satchinandana, 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 Jai Satchinandana. Madame, is there a chair for Madame? A chair? Well, every one of you three needs a chair, I think. It's not, no chair for Monsieur. We need a chair. We have another chair somewhere. We need more chairs. We have many chairmen here today. Here comes another chair. Oh, not exactly. It's just moving chairs here. We really need another chair. I don't know what we can do. Does anyone have a chair in their pocket? Sometimes it's very popular now, people carry their own chairs around. Sorry about this, we seem to be lacking in chairs. There's no chairs in that room there? One chair. Yes, and then he said, and all the various religions of the world will flow like rivers into the ocean of Vaishnava Dharma. Dharma means their eternal constitution, which is to serve the Supreme Godhead. And they will all flow in that direction. All the religions are meant for the same purpose, although they may not be seeing it like that, but they're really meant for the same purpose, to bring us to our eternal loving relationship with God. So he predicted they would eventually all flow into that Vaishnava Dharma. And then a few years later, he wrote that down, actually, that was in writing, one of his written statements. A few years later, he wrote down, very soon, a person will appear in this world. A person will appear in this world to fulfill this prediction. He will go all over the world, to the unrestricted, around the world, carrying this message all to the various countries of the Western world, everywhere, spreading this message of God consciousness. So he was predicting, of course, the appearance of our Srila Prabhupada. Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj had already appeared when he wrote that. What else was he famous for? You said something? Yes, he was not just a magistrate. He was not just a father of 12 children. He was not just writing many, many books, songs, etc. He was also the chief commander of the biggest temple in Orissa, the Jagannath Puri temple. Now, any one of these various activities would be more than any of us could imagine being able to do practically. Right? Even one of them practically. But to speak of many, these are only a few. And he had lots of things to deal with. He even had to deal with the king of Orissa, who was usurping the temple funds. He had to challenge him. At the threat of his own life, he challenged him. He couldn't tolerate even the king misbehaving, what to speak of others. He was so strict. That's why the British liked him, because he was strict. And there's one thing he's very famous for, which we haven't mentioned. Sometime you may call this a preaching center. We may call it a Namahata. You know what a Namahata is? What's a Namahata? It's a hat with a name on, right? Namahat. What is a Namahata? What is a Namahata? Did you give everyone sellotape before they came in? Seems like everyone's got sellotape on their mouths.
House program.
House program, okay, you could call it a house program. Yes, it literally means the marketplace, Hata Nama, of the name, which he wanted to be established. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had also given a prediction. Do you know what prediction he gave? Pratik? Every town and village, Pratipiti Achiyati Nagaradi Gram, Savatra Prashura Hoibe Moranam. Lord Chaitanya has predicted the holy name will be heard in every town and village of the world. Not just in India, the whole world. Every town, Nagaradi Gram, everywhere. Piti Viti. Everywhere, all over the world, he predicted. this would take place. So Bhaktivinoda wanted that. He established that in wherever he could, this principle of establishing this place where people would come and chant the holy names and offer their food to Krishna and hear about Krishna. It's called Namahat. So this in one sense is a Namahata center. It's in one sense. It's also, you could say it's a preaching center, it's more than just an occasional meeting place. It's a regular worship is going on probably. I don't know for sure what goes on here, but maybe. So now, is there anything upstairs? Do you have rooms upstairs? Do you have rooms upstairs? It's not yours. I see there's a door over there. Is there a door? This looks like a staircase. Huh?
There's another room upstairs. Another unit upstairs.
Yeah, not yours.
Yeah.
Somebody else. Okay. So he established. He would personally go and open or establish these various places and gather people together for chanting. And he established more than 550 himself, such centers. Can you imagine? Of course, he had many, he trained people up to maintain and to, service the various groups. But it was all under his guidance and direction. A very powerful preacher indeed. Extremely powerful. So basically we owe, in one sense, we owe our opportunity to him for re-establishing and setting it into place. And training his sons in preaching also, especially Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj. He trained him in the printing world, all these type of things. Very important. Hare Krishna. Hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I can't believe it. You caught the wrong train.
I'm missing Arati.
Oh, good to see you again. There you go.
It's raining,
Pardon?
It's raining now in Manila.
It's raining?
Yeah.
It's raining. We just heard it's raining.
No Harinam.
Huh?
No Harinam.
No Harinam. It's raining. Okay. Haribo. Welcome. When did you arrive? When? Today? Wow, all right. So, yes, the rains of love of God. Well, Harinam, when we say Harinam, you can do Harinam anywhere. You can do it even in the bathroom, in the toilet, in the restroom, whatever you call it, the comfort room. You can have Kirtan in there if you happen to be in there. Of course, you have to make way for others who may want to come in. But you can have Kirtan anywhere. Harinam. Harinam simply means the holy name. So when we say Harinam, Harinam Sankirtan means chanting with others. That you can do also here in this room. That's Harinam Sankirtan. More chairs have arrived. They just pitched them from the local restaurant. Looks like it too. Be careful of that one, you might collapse. It doesn't look very secure. So for ourselves, especially the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakura are very significant. And we'll sing this one song, page, what page number? 57, 47? 57. And if you can find it on your mobile, or you have another songbook, it's called Bhoga-Arti, B-H-O-G-A. Now the Bhoga has now become prasadam. Once we offer it with love and devotion to Krishna, it is called prasadam, food, mercy, Krishna's mercy, purified food. This is very important for changing the consciousness of the world. We want to share prasadam everywhere. Who is doing food for life here? Anyone doing food for life? Here we have a hand or two. Food for life, prasad distribution.
Krishna Balaram also.
Krishna Balaram also doing food for life. Makati, food for life. Here and there we have food for life. When we say life, we don't just mean physical life. We mean to help bring people to their spiritual life. Or wake people up to who they are. And this is a very nice way of doing it. Giving them food offered to Krishna. So this song is about, this took place at the home. I'll read the translation. Just worship śrī-gaurahari, who is always affectionate to his devotees. Gaurahari is Lord Chaitanya. He is the same Supreme Godhead Krishna who sported in the coward pastures of Vrindavan or Vraj and stole the hearts of Nanda and Yasoda. Mother Yasoda calls to Krishna. If you don't know, Nanda and Yasoda, they serve Krishna as mother and father. Now we only generally hear about the fatherhood of God, the father of Jesus, the father of mankind. We're all children of God. Not quite sure why it makes that loud noise. Whew, maybe if I take that out, it won't do it. I don't know. Let's see. Huh?
I can hold it.
No, I can move it if I hold it. You hold it, you don't know what to do with it. Nanda and Yasoda, well, you may think, what is this? How can God have a mother and father? Does that mean they were there before God was there? God was born of somebody else? Of course he wasn't. He's the origin of everything. Everything's eternal. But everything emanates from God. And so, we see in this world, how many of you are fathers or mothers, or have been fathers or mothers? Hands up, please. Put your hand up. I don't believe everyone who's been a father or mother has put their hand up yet. Come on, don't be shy. Have you ever been a father or a mother? You've been a father or not? Yeah, okay. You've been a mother or not? In past lives, okay. Put your hand up then. We've probably all been fathers and mothers in past lifetimes. So many of you are mothers, fathers, some of you have children. Where's your daddy? Where is he? Hands up, daddy. Where's daddy? There he is, there's daddy. Okay. So, what do you do? I mean, mother and father, what do they do with their children?
Don't care.
Huh? They care for them, right? They serve them. Especially when they're babies. All the time, serving the baby. Mother feeding the baby. Father working to maintain the babies. Clothing the baby, cleaning the baby, putting the baby to sleep, taking the baby out. When they grow up a little bit, taking the little kitty on holiday, taking him out for play, taking the kid for this thing and that thing, playing sports. The parents are always thinking of how to satisfy. So how is that possible? If everything comes from the Supreme Lord, that mood is also there in the Supreme Lord. That relationship is there. So the relationship of service of a mother and father is much to God exactly. But they're serving the Lord in that mood. He loves it. He accepts that role as a child in order to accept this loving mood of devotees who wish to serve him in that way, to care for him just like a child. He accepts that. All kinds of relationships exist in this world because they exist in the spiritual world. It's not all just master and servant. That's one relationship. But that's not the most intimate by any means. So Mother and Yasoda, they are the eternal, they are the origin of this mood of motherly and fatherly affection. Mother Yasoda calls to Krishna. My dear Damodar. Who's Damodar? Who's Damodar? Huh? Where's Damodar? Is he here? Where's Damodar?
Change his name.
Oh, he changed his name? When? Huh? Huh? Daniel? Dinanath? I gave Dinanath to somebody on Sunday. There's another one. There's an imitation. Is he in Makati? I see. I'll have to get on his case when I get back there then. Yeah, so Damodar is now Dinanath. But who is Damodar? Don't say Dinanath. Who is Damodar? Huh? Pardon?
Baby Krishna.
Baby Krishna. Why is he called Damodar?
Because he's
Yes, because Mother Yasoda tied him up with rope to the belly. Damo. Dara. Around the stomach. Okay, Mother, she said, my dear Damodar, it is very late. Please come right now. Sit down in the dining hall and take your lunch. Just see. Even if you are a big person. Now here, the big person, Balaram, he's the big person here. He is the... Are you the president? Are you the president of Sao Paulo? President of Sao Paulo? Yes, no? Huh? Anyway, say you're the big person. You're the president or something of a country. Now, you have a service. You have to serve the country. You have to play your part. But when you go home, does your mother stand there and salute you when you come in? My dear Lord President. Does she say that to her son? Does she say that? What will she say? What will she say? Will she bow down to him? No. He may bow down to her, although he's the president. She'll say, where have you been? I just cooked your favorite, whatever it is. What is that preparation you like here in the Philippines? Huh? What do you like in Philippines? What do you like to eat? Huh? BGB? What's that? Huh? Huh? Adobo? Adobo? Adobo. You cook it? Is it cooked? Is it cooked? You cook it, eh? I just cooked your favorite adobo and it's getting cold and you're late. So you can chastise him. No one else can do that. The wife, even more so, huh? She can really get on his case. Anyone else who gets on his case like that will be arrested. But she has an intimate relationship. It's much more satisfying than the presidential one. Much more satisfying. Intimacy. Krishna is the source of intimacy. So he has all these intimate pastimes and relationships with his devotees. So Mother Yasoda is telling him, come and sit down right now in the dining room. Take your lunch. On the direction of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna, the holder of Govardhan Hill. You all know that pastime? You've heard about Govardhan Hill? Now here Bhaktivinoda says, Krishna, the holder of Govardhan Hill, sits down. He does what he's told by Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj. And then all the coward boys, along with Krishna's elder brother, Sri Baladev, sit down in rows to take their lunch. They are then served a feast. A feast. So listen to some of these preparations. Śukta, a kind of vegetable. Very nice. And various kinds of green leafy vegetables. Then nice fried things. And a salad made of the green leaves of the jute plant. They are also served pumpkin, baskets of fruit, small square cakes made of lentils and cooked down milk, then thick yogurt, squash cooked in milk, and vegetable preparations made from the flower of the banana tree. Then they receive fried squares of mung dal patties and urd dal patties, chapatis, rice with ghee. Next, sweets made with milk, sugar and sesame, rice flour cakes, thick cooked down milk, cakes floating in milk, and sweet rice. There is also sweet rice that tastes just like nectar due to its being mixed with camphor. There are bananas and cheese, which is nectarine and delicious. You don't know this preparation, huh? It's called celestial bananas. Celestial bananas. I don't know. It takes a little time to make. They are also served 12 kinds of sour preparations made with tamarinds, limes, lemons, oranges, and pomegranates. There are puris made with white flour and sugar. Puris filled with cream, ladus and dal patties boiled in sugared rice. Krishna eagerly eats all the food. In great ecstasy and joy, Krishna eats the rice, curried vegetables, sweets, and pastries cooked by Srimati Radharani. Krishna's funny Brahmin friend, Madhu Mangal, who is very fond of ladus, gets them by hook or by crook. It states in the Nectar of Devotion, I don't know if you have it here. No, I don't think so. You have Nectar of Instruction, but not Nectar of Devotion. It is said that whenever the cowherd boys ate, Madhu Mangal would eat more, especially ladus. He'd eat more than all the other boys. Then after eating more ladus than anyone else, he would still not be satisfied, and he would say to Krishna, Krishna, if you give me one more ladu, then I shall be pleased to give you my blessings, so that your friend Radharani will be very much pleased with you. He was trying to get ladus by hook or by crook. It said that he could eat hundreds of thousands of ladus at one go. Eating the ladus, he shouts, Haribo! Haribo! And makes a funny sound by slapping his sides under his armpits with his hands. Beholding Radharani and her gopi friends out of the corners of his eyes, Krishna eats at the house of Mother Yasoda with great satisfaction. After lunch, Krishna drinks rose-scented water. Then all of the boys standing in lines wash their mouths. After all the cowherd boys wash their hands and mouths, in great bliss they take rest with Lord Balaram. The two cowherd boys, Jambula and Vasala, then bring Krishna pan made with betel nuts, fancy spices and katechu. After eating the pan, Sri Krishna Chandra then happily goes to sleep. While Krishna happily takes his rest on an excellent bedstead, his servant Vishalaksha cools him with a fan of peacock feathers. At Mother Yasoda's request, the gopi Dhanishta brings remnants of food left on Krishna's plate to Srimati Radharani, who eats them with great delight. Lalita Devi and the other gopis then receive the remnants, and within their hearts they sing the glories of Radharani and Krishna with great joy. Thakur Bhaktivinoda, whose one and only joy is the pastimes of Lord Hari, sings this Bhoga-arti song. His one and only joy. Now we have so many joys, huh? I don't mean joys, joys. We look here and there for pleasure, right? We even go as far afield as New Zealand and places like that, looking for pleasure. Here and there, maybe we can find some pleasure on the internet, some pleasure in some movie, some pleasure in some shop, some pleasure in some item, some person, some place, some thought. We're always looking for pleasure. Ananda-moya abhyasat. We are pleasure seeking. There's nothing wrong with being, it's the nature of the soul to look for happiness. Because it's our nature to be happy. It's unnatural in this world to have to experience anxiety, stress. I'm sure everyone in this world, in this room, has experienced a degree of unhappiness in their life, a degree of stress, anxiety, fear. So many unwanted experiences. We don't really want it, but it comes. Huh? How many of us want to be sick? How many of you here would like to be sick? Anybody who loves to be sick? You go to the doctor says, how can I help you? Doctor, I want to be sick. You want to be sick? Do you have some medicine to make me sick? Not many people, maybe some weird people, but not many. Or, I want more anxiety. I have not got enough anxiety. I have not got enough stress. Please give me more fear. Some people walk around with no fear on their t-shirts. No stress. But you can't avoid it in this world. Even if you try your best, it just happens to be the nature of this world. We don't want it. Our nature is not of that kind. Our nature is ananda, but this world is known as nir-ananda. It means there's no real bliss. There's just chapla-shuk, temporary happiness only. And we'd like to know what's going on. We're in ignorance. We don't really know what's going on. What will happen? What will happen when we leave this body? What will happen even tomorrow? We don't know exactly. Why am I suffering? We don't really know. We may say some vague thing like karma, which isn't wrong, but it doesn't really describe exactly why. What else? Eternity. We certainly don't like to die. Some people, when they suffer so much, they want to die. But that's only because of an unnatural experience. But this world is not our natural place. It's abnormal or unnatural. It's called asat. The living entity is sat, eternal. This world is asat, temporary. A temporary place, Krishna says, dukkhalayam shashvatam. A temporary place full of dukkha, suffering, place of suffering. You can't avoid it. We try, and according to our karma, we get some good reactions also. But in the long run, everything is lost. And therefore we become in anxiety, fear, and so on and so forth. And in this Kali Yuga especially, Kaler Doshana Rajana Sihe Kumahanguna, this Kali Yuga is an ocean of thoughts, ocean of problems. You can't stop it. You know, our Prabhupada, we were just reading the other day, he spoke when he was in South America, in Caracas, 1974. He said, don't bother yourself with all the events of the world. They will come and go. You cannot do anything about it. As long as people are engaged in their nefarious or materialistic activity, there will be one thing after another. You bury yourself or you absorb yourself in Krishna, or Hari Katha, Krishna Katha, hearing and chanting about Krishna. This is our business. And you utilize this one lifetime to go back home, back to Sampola. No, Sampalo. No, not to Sampolo. Back to Godhead. Huh? Sampalo. No. Back to Sampalo. No, back to Godhead. Whether you're in Sampalo or not in Sampalo, we've got to go back to Godhead. Okay? He said, this lifetime, don't waste it thinking about all these things. You know, you just had your COVID, right? So much thought. Some people thinking about it, anxiety, what to do, this, that. Absorbing people's consciousness in something which is totally material. And it's difficult. I know you're surrounded by it. But we have to try to realize that the real success of our lives, the real happiness in our life, is when we connect with Krishna. When we talk or hear about Krishna, or chant Krishna's names. Most of us are not so much scholarly. We may not have heard so much about Krishna. But at least we can chant Krishna's names wherever we are. This will bring auspiciousness. It will bring happiness to our hearts. and will benefit the whole world. Prabhupada's movement is to bring happiness and peace to the whole world. People don't realize it. That real peace doesn't come from United Nations. It doesn't come from various, political maneuvers or various welfare activities. They all go on. You're not going to stop that. But it comes when the heart is peaceful. When we're no longer hankering after sense gratification. When we're connected with Krishna. Then one could be at home, peaceful, through chanting. So let's sing this song. Are we ready? Ready? Let's go. Have you got it on the mobile, in a songbook, somewhere, a piece of paper? I gave out 5 songbooks just now, and you said you had plenty of songbooks here, so I don't know where the plenty are. Balaram's plenty is one songbook will what do you call it? Multiply into dozens of songbooks. Well, that would be nice, but at least on your mobile. You found it on your mobile? Bhoga Arati? You have it on your mobile? Yes, on the mobile? Let's go. Can hold it. Bhaja bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Giri-bara-dhārī sohi bhaktivinoda. Nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. Belā I-sa-i-khan bhoga-mandire nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. giri-bara-dhārī. baladeva-saha sakka I say sari-sari. śuktā-śākādi Bhaji Nalita Krishna Dali Dhamma dugdha-tumbī Dari mocā-khan mudga-borā mocā-borā roti-ka-Kirtan ta-keli pishaka-kir-puli-payasa ta-keli lama-kīra-sāra amrita-rasala dvadasha-prakara Luchi-chini sarapuri ladurasa-bali Bhojana korena Krishna Maye Putahari Radhikara pakana Vividya vyanjana Parama anande Krishna kore na bhojan. Chale-bale ladu khai śrī-madhuman ladu bagala bajai Arati hari bolo. Radhikari gani hari nayanera kone. Jito hoye kai Krishna Surabhi. Bhojanante piye Krishna subhasita-hari. Tabe mukha prakalohe hoye sari sari. Hastam mukha pakaliya jata-takagane. Anande vishrama kore baladeva-saha. Jambala shala ne tambala masala. Tahake Krishna Chandra Sukiri Jagela. Vishalaka Shikki Pucha Chamaradulaya. a-borā Krishna Sukiri Jaya. Nanda-jaśomatī adyape danishtanito. Shri Krishna prasada radha Kunjer hoyukito. Lalkari sati gana avashesha paya. Mande mani sukhe radha Krishna gunagaya. Oh Hare Lila ekmata Yaraka Bhoga. Arati gai Bhaktivinoda. Bhoga-arati gai Bhaktivinoda. Bhaja bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Bhaja bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Giri-bara-dhārī sohi gopāla-bihārī. Giri-gara-hari sohi gopāla-bihārī. nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. Nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Śrī-gaurahari. Bhaja bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Śrī-gaurahari sohi govinda-bihārī. Śrī-gaurahari sohi govinda-bihārī. nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. Nanda-jaśomatī-citta-hari. Bhaja bhakata-vatsala śrī-gaurahari. Hare
Hare Krishna, The flooring